This is day 1106 of the Arukh HaShulchan Yomi. I sponsor upcoming shir more of the Arukh HaShulchan Yomi. Please call me directly, very greatly appreciated. Today we're doing your Deh Simon Kuv Beis Sif Tazayin to Kuv Gimel. Tazayin. Yesh Hashem Shechol Kaldin Zeh. The case of a kelim which is boleh iser, which got mixed up in other kelim. It's really the three kalim, a vessel among other vessels. Besides the issue of Dova Shesh Matirin, because you can do Hagolah, ain't no bittul mishnei tamir, has no bittul for other reasons. And recall in the previous yesterday we said that Hagolah might not be considered Dova Shesh Matirin because it has a tircha and hotzos involved, toil and cost. But here we're adducing two different additional reasons. Bittul is only when the Isser cannot be recognized. Since you can recognize the Isser by separating it from the pot, by doing kashering it, have a Nika Isser, it's like the Isser is recognizable of Eino Botto. That's from the Ra'ah and the Bedek HaBayis. Furthermore, the Ha'ma that would dry as butter with 1 and 2. That's because there's no taste of Isser. Anytime there's a tam, it is also. Here, when you use the kli to cook it, it's going to give a taste of Isser. The few times that gam kli cheres in a bittul, according to this even kli cheres, which is not yesh matir, because can't go, also has no bittul. Yesh lomar the ifshal the cross sesh nikar Isser. Right? The Arukh HaShulchan rejects this. He says we can't really call this nikar Isser. Look, girls, I mean, it's no different than wood which fell off a palm tree on Shabbos. You add additional wood, so it won't be only the muktzah wood is in there, and you ignite them. And that's okay because they made ashes. But when the hagolah is removed, the hagolah removes the iser, lo yisher menu klum. There won't be anything left. So the other reason because of the taste of the iser. The yavish is the absorbed prohibited substance worse than the prohibited substance when it's by itself. When by yavish it's bata 1 and 2. He says it in brackets. This is the intent of the Rash, but the Shmer Sabayis obviously when he argues on the raw. If the absorption is not equal the same, such as a fleshik vessel and a milky vessel, and when you're cooking it milk, the meat is going to give it a taste. It's not comparable to yavish b'yavish, to dry and dry in this of the same species. Now I'm but okay, that's all within 24 hours. But even after 24 hours, have a nice in time of gam. It's all nice in time of gam, so it wouldn't be an issue. Bracket says Yamashi Yochel Akum Lohefse. In theory, you can sell your pots to a non-Jew without any loss. Lo Shai Cross of Dovashish Matir. Go on, that's not Dovashish Matir. It's a way out, but it's not a heter. You say Mishachol Gedin Zem Tam Acher. Others are for different reasons. Came to the Sagola Devram wood since the expense cashing are small. Lo Shai Marbazeshin Tzarchol. These expenses are not considered. That's the Shach name in the Maril. The Raya is Shas Chashi Maisu Sheni Bedover Bedover Shish Latirim. That's why you should be Kid over Shish Latirim. The Shas considers Maisu Sheni as saying Shish Latirim. After Shit Sarich Lalos on Yushlaim, even if taking up to Yushlaim or to redeem them also costs money. Let not the Eza Sheni Tangotzos. I don't know exactly what's called expenditures. Maisu Sheni Raya, Maisu Sheni is no proof. That's a mitzvah Yushlaim. That's the mitzvah. Go up to Yushlaim. Have a kinderdarm should receive tezvav. So it's the same way you took a nether and you have to fill. Magam latam torach shekosam nusham. In terms of the tircha, which we mentioned as the other basim, reason why Hagolah might not be considered yesh lamatirim. Father didn't might be ma'aseh. There's no proof ma'aseh sheni. You should Torah till of Torah said. Torah said go. The ikar ledin of the sakra b'sem b'al shulchan. Therefore, the primary halacha is like the same thing you have to expend money to take care of, Ain ze b'chal davar sheish matir, it's not considered davar sheish matir. Therefore, accordingly, basar shel nimlach, meat which has not been salted, shtar basar nimlach got mixed into meat which was salted. Sheish roven as a majority mutar. The law of a davar sheish matir, it's not like davar sheish matir. Should be chol to machon because you can salt everything again. Kemet shel tzorich lo tzil tzol sama melach because you have to spend money on the salt. Furthermore, kemet shel tzorich lo melachon kulam. If you have to salt all of them, you calculate the ones that already salt will get ruined. It'll be too salty. Anytime it's going to ruin the food. It's not possible to call it davar sheish matir. Moshe's by b'siyat lishma if you test as you explain momentarily. Yudches v'yesh when some say that kopanim tzarich lagil call it harobes shoytz la'shosens ma merubah. This is to say when you have to kosher the entire mixture of pots when you want to leave them for a long time. The davar zeh have a kiyavesh b'yavesh. In this case, it would be yavesh b'yavesh. These barbers in kuftes are going to come out and consume kuftes. Ain't lochem klum b'kecha. You can't eat all of them together. Here, as time passes, yochel yosh yishtamesh b'hem kulam kechad. You might come to use them all at once. Therefore, he has to cash them, so to ensure that that's not a problem. There's 19 year the ain shum chashash b'zeh. No concern with this. Ain certainly deserves that rak yom rishon. We care about this for the first day. There's still no time l'shvach. Machar no time v'gam. Next day it's going to be give a off taste. V'ikar kachos go le'achroin, and the primary halacha is like the great achroin. She yamti meis leis. You should wait 24 hours. You shtamish them and then use them. Some say toss out one of the bots, like yavish yavish, and it could not correct. Mikomakon, nevertheless, noagim can unless that is the minute. So kli echad like here to take one kli, token kli, and kasher it. Obviously, you can't kasher it. So if you care about the pots, so you don't have to do that. Your test. We show right to kolecha shamachol see this kalkel. Anytime the food will get ruined, lo shach davar sheish matir. It's not can't call it davar sheish matir. Dafka beitza b'chad hademazeh. Specifically in egg and things are similar to shalev lo yiskalkel. When you left till nightfall, it's not get ruined. Shach davar sheish matir. Talk about davar sheish matir. Abtavshil, but a cooked dish in yamtin yiskalkel. If you wait, it's going to get ruined. Lo shach said davar sheish matir. Can't call it davar sheish matir. It's the Ran and the Mordechai. Remela the pashtira chayetze b'zeh. So pashtira, that's kugel type, yapchik type thing. The gamkin lo shach davar sheish matin can't call davar sheish matin. The vade yova tam it's only going to lose its taste. Ain't tov elok shu cham. Can you do it? It's only good when it's hot. The lachem kasser showing the enu miskalka mam. So the bread does get ruined by waiting. For your eli, it seems to me this is raku lechem matzah gluskos chayetze ben. There's only by matzah and hard bread. They don't go ruined. But chametz, wheat bread, you'll do it. It's no Yom Hasheni. In the second day, ain't no matamo could be Yom Shenefabo. It's not the same taste as they was baked. And he's like ain't done him go bo gam kain. Even though it's going to take in one day, and even the next day, it's not completely fresh. That's called a kilkul. So if you mix an egg which was laying on it with two other eggs, and they made a kugel from it. Unless they put them in a dough. It's butter barov. If there was not butter before you put it in yavish, before you put it into the food, and you only used the usher egg when you made the food. So shishim, they need 60. B'shein amino, when it's not, I mean, b'shein amino, nehidei don't need davar sheish matir. Okay, won't call it davar sheish matir. Avol shishim yatzorich. We need 60. Well, I feel the time she goes to davar sheish matir shu midnei adimui. According to that, we said by davar sheish matir, the issue is that there's too much of a similarity between the heter and the davar sheish matirin. Ufisa malano yamachom miskakelim lab. According to what difference does it make if foods could get ruined or not? And it's far up. Actual after that makes sense. That if it's going to get ruined, you don't have that svara. But going to this svara, that it's the similarity, But then it's going to get ruined. The Rabbanim wouldn't in a place where the food's going to get ruined. The bracket says Raya was there. She had Rano Baus for a zoo. Rano was the one who wrote about the similarity. Because of Din Zeberish Beitza. He wrote this halach at the beginning of Beitza that this is uh, the thing which can get ruined is not Davashish Materin. By a crazy place because the Dafka Miskalkal Bay. It's going to get really mamish, very ruined. Tzarchi and Arukh HaShulchan is not clear about that. Chav. Rabbeinu Ramah. Because Rabbeinu Ramah writes, so Davashish Materin, the batel, that which Davashish Materin is not nullified. Dafka Mesa Ben, that's only if the Isser is outright. Identify it. So Sheish and Mamosha Sisa Torah is some substance of the Isser in the mixture. But Tamo, but its taste is butter. Akan Lashon. Zeshi is bar, and that which we've said. The leave nubo machal in a butter. If you use it to bleach a food, it's not butter. Mikra Moshe Shul. So that's called that the Mamosha of the Isser is still around. Hamnam the feet of Ara. But according to what the Ramah says, Zeshi is bar the Kli Isser Shnizar Bekalim ain't done him davar sheish materim. If you have a prohibited vessel which got mixed up with other vessels, it's not considered davar sheish materim. Because you have to spend money. Lama Tam said, why do I need this this Tom here? I think it's here. Tom means the Tom. It's like plain words. The Tom, the taste. Why do I need to come on to the taste? It's certainly only Tom and not Mamashos. No, it's going the other way around. Okay. No. So say, why do I need by Kli Isser Shar Bekalim? That would say it's not done. We don't consider Davashish Matirin because you have to expend money. Typically, it should be sufficient that it's only Tom, not Mamashos absorbed in the Keli. And because you're showing time on so you're showing right the reason of expenditure. Shmamina must be los really hagdina. They don't hold of this halacha. But there's not necessarily so much proof this way. That which is absorbed forbids you to use the pot for and the pot is identifiable. Bring many proofs, even though the Tom answers in the Davar Sheish Matirin. Shach and the Bach B'Chodesh say this. The issue because of those who write the Zesh because of Tamo ain't also that the taste is not answer. When all the Isser is taken in its totality, Barak Tamon Shasham only its taste remains. Chagavna Batel, in that case it's Batel. Habal Moach, but if it's been dissolved, which normally we call Tamo Tam. Option and in this case, if it's dissolved, even though you can't recognize it, ain't no batel. It's basically placey and seems to be the task. Unless Rabbeinu Ramah lo mashakeh. It's not seen normal talking about that. Came to the head, he was saving to Torah's chatos. He said explicitly Torah's chatos koshi moch ve'en be'ain. Anytime it's dissolved and cannot be identified, it's batel. Even though it's a davashish matir. V'yeshechio came ladina. Ladina, those who passing this way, halacha should nil kacha iser. If you remove the iser, and it's just time, it's batel. Crazy place to have a stas. Okay, that's a prelude. Kav chafaf. Ani was dating near become nasa. Oshon says this is not what I think he's saying. Badik shederach adabar zesh lo lios mamoshu shel iser. Sham certainly where something where you don't have the mamoshes of the prohibited substance there. Come over chadash kshas with me yisraelim sheichar says he had barley which was chadash. She made beer out of it. Oshlidu machal bebeitz. Are you wine food with an egg? Uchay gavna, etc. Hare tamoke mamosho. That's where the taste is like mamoshes. Okay, so in other words, since it by definition is always time, then the time is like mamish. And normally there is something substantial there. And it got mixed up. But then it got dissolved into ether. But lachashivas significance is null and void. And the master must have like the beer of Chaticho is garbage, Shinisrasku, where the birria or piece which is suitable to give to a guest have been chopped up. But later, but Tarovis, then this is negated, nullified in Tarovis. Chenami Davashish Matir. So by Davashish Matir, Babagav Davashish Matir, and with Tzad Chashivas, even though it's not necessarily because of significance, as we've seen. Nevertheless, it's got to be called by the usher thing. If you have tamasha with tamasha, it's not called by the time. But I have a kamim mino, and it's like mim mino. The ain bo davar sheishin with din bo din davar sheishin with head, which on that account has no level of davar sheishin. Brackety says, whenever they ask in the Ramah, is resolved, Gam Rayas or Ramah, Mitur, or Chaim Sim Ktav Gimel, Ram Kamos, Tovi Nechochet, who said the Ramah gives are good. Vidok. Chabez. Okras Avios writes him, and Isura Machmas Ad, so this is not intrinsic, but therefore, a piece of meat which hasn't been salted within its first 3 days. Abisheshim the Mikri Davasheshim Materim. Those called Davasheshim Materim, however, because you still roast it. Nevertheless, it's bottled. The Ain Isura Machmas Stama Baluaba. This is because the blood which is absorbed in it. It's not intrinsic. All the Akhranim reject the Ramah. The rak b'chatichul is kabed is chiluk ben iser ben ben iser bulua. Only by chatichul is kabed. There's a difference between where it's intrinsic or extrinsic. Shem the iser bulua, the extrinsic is which is absorbed. Ain't no royal is kabed. That is not royal suitable to the gas. But davar sheish matir ain't tamachalik b'zeh. But davar sheish matir, there's no reason to make such a distinction. So who chatichas is. If find out it's a piece of iser, chotah chol bad. You can eat when it's mutter. Poskim mitir b'chatichul b'chatichul shlonim chotah shloshim yomei. The poskim were matir in a piece which was not salted within 3 days. He too mitam acher. They were matir for a different reason. Mitam the zel and mikra davar sheish matirin mashiyayam muteres l'tzli. That way you can roast it. That doesn't make it davar sheish matirin. Came on the l'tzli lo nes from because it was never usher for roast. To roast. So the shantir means the thing which became usher. The thing which is usher becomes mutter. But I mean the truma lo nikol davar sheish matirin tam shemutzu l'kohen. Truma is not called davar sheish matirin because the kohen can eat it. Coin loan as was never asked for a coin. Now the Kabbalah here to it's similar. Lonely nation is a balua, but not because it's absorbed this. Chof Gimel. Near's the Gambadin Zet Hamabor, the Ramaz right about this as well. They came in Issa Barak Balua, since this is only absorbed. Mimel the Ena Dava Nikol Shema Issa Balua. It doesn't have the Chalei shame of the Issa which is absorbed. El Shema Dava Nivla Bo. Dilbra has the name of the thing which the absorption is taking place, which is the heter. Just like a piece of meat wasn't salted. They call it a chatichas dam. No, call it a piece of blood. El chatichas basar, call it a piece of meat. The thing is not called by the isser, by the name it's isser. So it's like an amino. Times that ain bo mishum davar sheish matir. That's why it doesn't have. It's not a davar sheish lo matir. Because an amino. It's called a shem an amino, which is a rov heter. I would say here to the same thing. Furthermore, how can the thing which the is absorbed be a chomer made so it's going to be more severe than the is itself? But if this blood, which is absorbed in this piece of meat, was mixed with kosher meat, they could say they should mean mino because it's mean mino. They didn't try to say anything there. It's the same species. How can the meat which is absorbed with the blood be more severe than the blood itself? That which you didn't write because roasted was never became usher. Could be that he holds it that could by itself be considered davar sheish matir. It's not like truma. The b'sham shnei nashim. There it has to go from the yisrael to coin. For yisrael is never mutter. I would say it's called davar sheish matir for the yisrael. But only it's mutter for the kohen. But here it's one person. Why should he eat it cooked? He can eat it roasted. So therefore, it must be that the eating it roasted is not considered a davar sheish matir. Well, that's what the Ramah said.